you're on the lookout for some new land, Saginaw County could have you covered. We're here today with County Treasurer Tim Novak to tell us more about land auction next week. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Good morning.
Big topic here. So why don't you tell us all about this auction?
So these are properties, and we do this annually, so we do this every year. And I know we've heard some stuff that the state does the same thing. It's kind of the same deal. So we do it every September. Properties that folks were unable to make all their payments for property taxes in the spring. On April 1st, we foreclosed on them, and then by state law, they have to be offered at a public auction. So that brings us to next Thursday, September 5th, at the Franklin Pavilion and Lodge. We're going to be out there at noon, and we're going to auction off all the tax foreclosed properties for this year.
So how can someone register for the auction?
So the easiest thing to do, they can just show up if they want to show up, and all they need is a photo ID and a phone number. They can show up right to the lodge. They can pre-register online, and they still have to check in when they get there, so whatever their options are. You can either bid in person, which is recommended, but some folks do take advantage of online bidding as well.
So online and in person, how else does the bidding work for people interested?
So if you're there, which is really, and it's actually the most fun, some people just kind of go and watch. You'll register and you'll get your own bidder card, just like you might see if you've watched TV and seen auctions. You'll get your bidder card, and properties go in order. They'll bring the address up, and then if you want to make a bid, you hold your card up and flash it, and then the highest bidder wins the property. So then they're the new lucky winner.
So how does someone pay for their new property if they've won?
Yeah, so after they have up till 30 minutes after the close of the auction to make their payment. No cash is accepted anymore, so it's all certified funds, personal check, credit card. If a property is under $50,000, the first $1,000 would be required in certified funds, and if the purchase price is over $50,000, the first $5,000 would be in certified funds.
So congratulations, you've won your property and you've paid, but what happens if someone's still living there or all of their things are still there?
Well, so that's what happens. Anything that's affixed to the property is yours, but the personal belongings we didn't foreclose on, if you will. So really the best attempt at finding the prior owner, and you can use all sorts of online types of access to who owned it to try to find the former owner to see, and if you can't find them, then you can do with it as you wish. If there's somebody in the building, it's either a former tenant or a former owner. They are kind of a tenancy. They have that right under state law. They have to be evicted by court order. Okay. So you can't just move in and move all their stuff to the curb. That is illegal, and you cannot do that. So you have to go to court. And we have seen it on occasion. That could be your first tenant. So if you want to be a landlord, and you've already got somebody living in the property, you could do some fixing up and enter into a lease.
Yeah, maybe that'd make it a little easier. Well, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, telling us all about this auction. And if you have any questions that you would like to ask the county, just send them to WNEM@WNEM.com.